It's time, ladies and gentlemen, for the penultimate game of the first round of the, I was about to say group stages, but there are no groups in this, of course. We are going to have Ankh, who plays for Five Kings, a recently formed team who I'm looking forward to seeing in the Vendetta series UK Dota tournament, which is coming up soon. And he's going to be versus Samface, a player that's previously played with Yamakin's teams in some of the tournaments, but it was a couple of months ago since we've last seen him actually play. But now we're going to have a quick look at what the players both decided to veto as well as pick. Well, I'll say pick, they didn't actually get a choice what they picked, because that was all down to my trusty coin flips here. But we do have the Odie versus Windrunner matchup did return for this one, but you will see that that would not be the case for this one. Stormspray versus Tinker was one that was put in there as well. Interesting matchup. Again, this is one that we saw in the show match which we did a couple of months back, where actually we did a best of 3 and Aston L played both heroes and won both times. So he managed to take that one, which is shows it's a pretty close matchup actually. And as the final one, it was Invoker versus Engine Apparition, one that we've also covered a couple of times but not actually seen played yet. But again, Engine Apparition really has the early game under his key, and if Invoker makes any mistakes, then he could definitely snowball into AA's direction. Get it? Snowball? Because he's a hero that uses ice. Yeah? Yeah. But the vetoes were going to be Windrunner and Outworld Devera. So we're going to see Ankh playing up on the Tinker. He's going to be playing on the Radiant side. And Samface finally, he'll be playing on the Storm Spirit on the Dire side. Remember guys, this is a best of 1. This determines who goes through to the round of 16. And they will be playing the winner of the final game of the first round, which will be Inferno versus Ghostork, coming up directly after this game. But now here we are, it's Ankh from Four Kings versus Samface, and they're going to pick their heroes. We're going to get ourselves into the game. Once again, I'm going to move Expert away, and here we are. So Ankh's going to be playing, or Ankh, I still don't know which way you'd say his name. I'm assuming it's Ankh. I'm going to be playing on that Tinker. He's gone for the double mantle build, as well as some nice regen, so he's going to have... Sorry, I really need to cough right now. 1 second, guys. Yep, so Ankh's courier doesn't work, so he's going to go ahead and buy himself another one. There we go. What courier does he have? He has the Determined Greevel, the nice little blue one. But he's going to get himself a nice little regen, as well as having some last hitting power. And Samface on the Storm Spirit also going to have this last hitting power, but choosing not to go for any branches. Instead, choosing to get those clarities. And he's going to send his courier down to the bottom lane. He wants to check this courier. U21. But yeah, he's going to keep it hidden in the trees for now. This is next level strategies, which we don't really see coming out from the players that much. We haven't seen them using the courier to scare out the roots. We haven't seen them using to block the lanes either. I know this is an Ancient Apparition Invoker, I did say. So, Ankh. Interested to see how he's going to play this matchup. And at the same time, Samface. We've already seen Storm Spirit played once today versus... I just said today. Once today versus a Pugna. Where he actually like maxed Electric Vortex up to 3 and then got the overload after that. But Storm Spirit definitely took the game in his favour, even though it should have been in the favour of the Pugna. But that was played great, so here come the creeps. And Samface. You're going to see the block comparison as well, and actually Ankh's courier is coming out. So we know the rune is going to be top, it's going to be a double damage rune, and Ankh's going to spot this one out because he's sending his courier up there. Both players using their courier. Sam actually hasn't moved his from the ancient spot yet, so he's not going to have a clue. But Sam actually found his block. He's there one creep through, but Ankh very successful with his block. It means the lane should be pulled pretty much to the high ground. However, one of Sam's creeps are going to die first, but then we see the early level 1 laser. And that's going to ensure that Ankh gets that last hit. And in fact, neither player is still using their couriers. They're both sitting middle lane right now. So they're just holding on to him for the moment. Ankh's actually going to send these out now. For the moment, 1 for 1 in terms of last hit. And I like the aggression that the aggression that Ankh decided to bring out using that laser, stopping Samface from getting the deny, which he will get now. And Ankh, of course, he's 6 damage ahead at the moment. So Ankh will see that the double damage rune is in fact top. Or Ankh, E-N-C. It's E-N-C with an E. Ankh, I don't know. Ankh. ENC, I could just call him ENC if you guys want, I'm not entirely sure. But ENC, or Ankh, or Ankh, I'm going to ask him after this game how you pronounce his name. He's going to go ahead and he's going to be on 1 for 1 at the moment, and 2 for 2 coming out for Samface. So neither player really being that successful in terms of last hitting. In fact, the Static Remnant there really doing nothing for Sam. But Ankh being very aggressive in this lane. He's going to keep on throwing those lasers down, the level 1 lasers, and he's actually gone for the heat-seeking missiles, and this isn't a surprise because this is a 1v1 Tinker game. This is not a game where he's going to get himself boosted, a game where he's going to need March of the Machines that much. He's going simply for the full-on burst laser heat-seeking missile. matchup. And Enk, ENC, Encaspian, what? So Enk, hashtag Enk, whatever you want to call him. He's going to be looking to win this game a little bit earlier than Sam, because if Samface can get himself up to level 6, then he can start dodging those heat-seeking missiles with the 4 lightning. But the laser's still going to come out from Onk, and actually Onk's going to take a lot of damage from this one if Sam throws that overload, which he will do so. And now Sam is going to keep throwing those, but he's taking a lot of damage from the creeps. Onk has a laser heat-seeking missile available. He's going to throw it, but Sam with the healing salve just in time. And interesting enough, Enk's healing salve actually did get cancelled by Sam's last strike click. He activated that one a little too early. And now Sam's going to get himself this DD rune. Never actually used his courage to scout. It's still actually sitting there, so he can't send him back to base. But he's still another 300 gold away from his bottle. Meanwhile, Enk's got to get himself a healing salve. He's bringing it out to him now. Does have to be a little careful. In fact, Sam's going to come up behind him. And now Onky has to run south. And he's actually going to micro his courier back slightly as well, because he does not want to get it sniped off by Storm Spirit. That would be a big advantage going away of Sam here. I never called him Onk. I never called him Bonk. It's Onk. I was kind of spelling it the way that people say Ank when they use the resurrection on Skeleton King. People call it Ank, but I've always pronounced that Onk, and now I'm pronouncing his name Onk. I don't know. It's kind of got the little accent over the C. I'm still not sure what that means, even though that's not actually the accent. It's just one of those. But you know. Oh dear, you guys have just been trolling me in chat all day. But Sam now, he's going to buy himself a circlet. He's going to get a healing salve as well as his 10 portal scroll. So still no branches for him, but I don't think he's going to be going for a magic wand early. There's obviously Enk, Onk, Zonk, Bonk, Donk, Flunk. I don't know. He's not really going to be spamming out his spells that much, because obviously they're very mana intensive and he doesn't have the highest mana pool in the game to begin with. So going at those assets. 8 for 7 up on Tinker now. Played by that man, and Samface on 4 for 2. So at the moment really controlling. And by the way, big shout out for the guys that are watching this VOD up on YouTube who have no fucking idea why I'm having a conversation with myself about Enk's name. It's currently the guys in the Twitch chat having a little bit of fun with me, as I always are. And also a big shout out to the guys who are actually watching via Twitch. It's nice to have you all on live stream, staying with us all day. We do have one more game coming up after this one. It will be Inferno Koi going up against Enigma's Ghoshawk, or Goshawk, or Goshawk. Another name that's going to confuse me a lot as well. But Sam now with the illusion rune doesn't have the bottle yet. In fact, Enk, I believe he's got his bottle. Yeah, he's got his bottle now, so he'll be able to be a little bit more spammy with his spells. And then Samface going to carry on trying to get his assets. 8 for 2 on him compared to 10 for 9 coming away of Enk. And there's another laser coming out by him as well. And then he's going to cancel the salve as well. Not enough mana for the heat-seeking missiles. He will have it now, but he doesn't have the vision of Sam at the moment. No, he will do. But Sam gets a little bit closer to the edge of the high ground. And actually, would they be enough to kill him off? I think they would. Yeah, they would have been enough to kill him off. But now Sam actually popped his clarity, which is a little bit of a waste because he's walking back to base now. He's losing his matchup very hard now. It's getting to the bit later on. And Tinker's getting these levels, so he's got 3 up in laser, 3 up in heat-seeking missile. But when Sam hits level 6 himself, which is actually currently 1.5 levels behind, in fact nearly 2 full levels behind Onk here, because he has to go back to base twice, losing both of these early game fights. But Sam, once he's level 6, he should be able to start taking control of this matchup, being able to use ball lightning around to dodge everything. Ghost Hawk. Oh god, you guys. But Onk, as soon as Sam gets into lane, look at the damage coming out from Onk here. He's going to try and take the first blood. He's going to dive deep into the tower, but another salve picked up by Sam. He enables him to stay alive. And he's really got to start getting these levels now, Sam, because he's going to start falling massively behind. And this is a mistake he did have, going back to base this early on, but Onk had the potential to kill him. And there's another laser coming out, the pull coming out, the electric vortex from Sam as well. Choosing to match static remnant as well as overload over the electric vortex, which is a completely different skill build we saw from the first All Spree game we had today. And oh, this could be the first blood coming out now. Onk's got himself a regen rune, and he really can't afford to sit here, Sam. Now, in fact, he's going to send the courier to find the rune first. But there's a regen rune used by Tinker. May as well just laser a creep now as well. In fact, doesn't want to do so because he might get hit by one. But now Sam, he's got to be really careful, but at the same time he needs levels. And Enk now has the burst, he's 2 levels ahead still. Has the burst power to kill Sam off. 17 for 11 in the terms of last it's going away of Enk now, and 10 for 2 on Samface. Now Sam, he wants to walk into XP range, but every time he does, Enk just walks a bit more forward, really showing his power in this lane. Should be able to take this first blood soon if Sam's not careful. Sam really getting frustrated in this matchup, it seems. Doesn't want to go back to base, doesn't want to heal up again, because he knows that he can't afford to do so. He's going to fall too far behind on levels. But when he's level 6, he should be able to matchup he's controlling. But when he's this far behind on XP, Enk's very soon going to have level 4 up in heat seeking missile. And that's a 600 damage burst that can come out from him. And Sam only has 680 HP. In fact, Onk's just going to go high ground. In fact, he can't find him. Loss of vision once again. Now what we're looking at items though, Onk's currently sitting on his gold, and Sam, he's going to walk back to base once more, buys another TP scroll, and he just can't find any items or gold or levels right now. And Enk's about to hit level 8, and it's like he's playing 1v0 at the moment. And still this courier's just sat here, not really using it to find the runes. In fact, also not getting that bottle, but Samface really having a hard time in this matchup. And now Onk. TP's coming back in by Sam, and as soon as he walks himself forward, Onk's going to probably burst him down once again. He's had to pick up another set of tangos as Sam now. Doesn't want to spend the money on the salve. It's extra 10 gold, which he can't afford at the moment. Now Onk is going to walk straight in. Laser as well as rockets. One more right click should be enough to kill him now, as Onk is up to that level 8, but the tango through the trees, and Sam really can't find any room in this game to find levels or XP for himself. Unfortunately, he's going to get the runes, so this is going to... well, I would say get Onk to struggle a little bit with mana, but he did have a full bottle before that. So, Enk playing very smart with his mana. He's playing very smart with the zoning as well, using those levels to his advantage. And Sam just a little too far behind at this point. And I really don't think he can come back from this one. In fact, he's going to actually waste a heat-seeking missile from Enk here. And there's the laser. First blood coming out the way of Enk. And Sam's actually going to call the preemptive GG. Pew pew. First two. So I'm guessing he's actually forfeiting this one. Not quite sure. But GG actually called out, so he's disconnected from the game. So Onk actually going to completely stop saying different variations of Onk. We got Gonk, we got Zonk, we got Bonk, we got Honk. Shut the fuck up, stream chat. That will be the game going away of Onk. Whatever you want to call him. And we have the final game of the day coming up very soon. So stay tuned, guys. That will be coming up in about 20 minutes time.